Right, so this is a scenario. This is what's happened. We're driving through the Arctic Circle. A moose ran out in front of us, hit our car. Cars are right off. We're now stuck in the middle of nowhere, hours from anywhere near the Arctic Circle.
We're surrounded by wolverines,
Surrounded by
wolves, everything.
Lots of things going on. But the most important thing right now is we've got no drinking water and we've got no fire. Sun's gone down. It's getting very, very cold very, very quickly. So two things we need to do: build a shelter, build a fire, and find some fresh drinking water. So this next video, we're going to have a look at what equipment we've got, assess, mess tin, ideal. We've got salvage from the car. We've got 1 litre of fluid. We've got an empty drinks bottle as well. We've got an empty one of these. It's perfect. Trusty old machete. Hunting knife. Never leave home without it. And we've got some real basic fire making equipment. We've got no gas lighter, no matches, no fire lighters. So we have to build a fire from scratch in the snow using
build a house with the snow.
Build a house in the snow, a shelter. One thing I have got though, a lifesaver. Never leave home without it.
Flint and
is my
steel.
flint. So I have got a flint, but no lighter and no form of ignition apart from this. So very basic fire making equipment. I'm going to teach the girls how to do basic survival in the woods. Are we, girls?
Yes.
Now the girls have been gathering, hunter gathering. We've been foraging. We've found some firewood. A lot of it's damp and wet, so we need to make some kindling from that. So next video we'll show how to make kindling from wet wood and build a fire. Stay tuned, stay frosty.
Down.
Okay, so here we are. This is part 1 of how to build a fire using what you have. Survival's all about using what's in your surrounding, what's in your environment, what you have on you. So we've done a further search of the wreckage of the van, and we found some cool stuff. First aid kit. There might be stuff in here we can use to start a fire. We'll have a look in a minute. Found something pretty useful. Found some Vicks Vapor Rub. That's pure paraffin. Okay, petroleum jelly with it's got pure paraffin. So we might be able to use that to help start a fire. Anything you can add, anything you can salvage. Inside the first aid kit, I've got some. The girls had lip balm on them. Again, that's paraffin. Might want to use that to help accelerate a fire, and this definitely will help us start a fire. Spray wound cleanser, highly flammable aerosol. So we might want to use that to help accelerate once we get a basic fire going. So again, it's about using what's around you. I managed to salvage some screen wash from the van. I siphoned off what was left into a bottle. Again, screen wash is highly flammable. Anything you can salvage from around you, from the vehicle, from the crash, you can use to help start a fire, which will save our lives. So screen wash is a good shout. But first things first, we need to make some kindling. That's how we go about it. So all this wood we've managed to find some dead trees on the floor in the forest. We're going to show you how to make kindling. So really simple. Get your machete into the top. Okay. Get another bit of wood. Isabel, you can help me do this, mate. Just use the weight of the log. Hammer down onto the wood, splits it nice and easily. It's safe to do so as well. As you can see, as we start to split this wood, it's nice and dry inside. So we can use this nice dry kindling and bark to help start a fire. So already we're gathering lots of valuable things to help us keep warm, stay safe tonight. Try that one again. Isabella?
Yeah, push hard.
Right, that's it. Well done. Excellent. Good bit of kindling, mate.
I just did.
What happens if you don't have one of those axe things?
Well, then you're knackered. Never leave home without a machete.
Or an axe. Whatever.
Give them the knife crown and back on. Probably not a good idea. But if you're in the forest, always carry a machete.
If you even have one.
If you even have one. Survival knife.
Anything
But it's a good
sharp.
point. If we didn't have this, we'd have to use rocks.
Yeah.
a sharp edge of a rock or slate. So all ready, nice bits of kindling, ready for the fire. Okay, now we need a source of ignition. Now, best way to do that is to use the safest way to do it. Put your machete into the stump or a log. As you can see, already we've made some shavings here. So even though that wood's wet, we found on the forest floor in the snow, we started digging into the interior of that log. Easiest way, set your machete onto the wood, use that as your tool, and just move that backwards and forwards until you get some nice.
But do not cut yourself.
Like this way, you can't cut yourself, because that's why I'm doing it this way. It's safer. Okay? Do you want to have a go? Okay. So start with this edge here. So all we're going to do is move this backwards and forwards, get the angle right. Well done. That's it.
When you finish
Well
with that log, you can also put it in the fire because it's now dry.
Well, the log isn't dry yet, but we're getting lots of good. Oh, get a close look at this, guys. Yeah,
That'll burn good.
all this will burn instantly. Even though it's wet wood, the dry kindling.
Like newspaper, it'll instantly just burn.
Oh, that good.
So we're going to carry on a little bit more of this. And next video will hopefully build this fire and get it started.
And a moose ran into our van, so it's trashed.
Okay.
Oh yes, we've got it going. Try and block the wind. Oh, it's nice and warm, isn't it?
Okay. Now we start putting the kindling on. Carefully. Don't want to suffocate the fire.
Now it's turned on. Calm the fire. They're stuck in the woods here, and the moose ran into our van and we crashed. So now we need to survive with survivors. The farmer's way, it had fires going, but now we've got fire.
Doesn't smell very nice. Smoky. That'll burn nicely. The gloves. Any wet stuff, put next to the fire. Gloves. Are your gloves wet? Put them here.
Okay, so that's the fire going. Now, next challenge is to get some fresh drinking water. So, girls, you're going to gather some snow in a mess tin. We're going to boil it up so it's safe to drink.
Yeah.
All right?
Because if you don't boil it, you never know what's been drinking or where it's been. Or
And whatever you do, just avoid the yellow snow, will you?
Yeah.
Yeah, but does that sweet?
Okay. That's the fire going.
Woohoo!
Mission done. Well done, girls. Well done, team. At least we can keep warm tonight. Hopefully get rescued tomorrow.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll have to walk our way out.
Where's the den gonna be? Here?
Mummy spotted a wolf.